Retopology sucks. It's easily one of the most time-consuming, tedious, and overall awful parts of 3D art. It's a necessary evil, but it doesn't have to be. See, I was overcomplicating the topology, spending hours on it, where I could instead spend time on sculpting, modeling, or texturing. Literally anything else would be more fun. I'm Ellie, a pro character artist, and in this video I'm gonna show you how you can cut retopology times in half, if not more, and how it could potentially increase your chances to get hired. I'll be showing these cheat codes for both ZBrush and Blender. And as for Blender, I'm gonna be showing several alternatives, including a free new software that no one's really talking about. That gives you a pretty clean and fast topology. And before I show you the actual cheat codes, I need to first kill the belief that's wasting your time. Oh, I need good loops for my model. Oh, I need amazing edge flow. But what about animation? Shut up. Shut up. But seriously though, good topology doesn't exist. It's a fugazi, wazi, woozy, you get the idea. Topology is relative to the project, and even on the same project, you will have different goals for the topology. Of course, knowing the basics is important, but because for every studio you're gonna have to adapt to their workflow, that means that for your personal projects, you don't really need to care all that much about the poly count and top of flow and whatever. So, for your personal projects, and even for some work-related ones, you'll be able to use these cheat codes that I'm about to show you. Now, if you think about it, what's the goal of retopology? For one, you need to reduce the poly count, duh. You need to keep the shape of the model, like the silhouette and the big shapes. And this model needs to be deforming well during animation. In fact, I think that's the main reason why we retopologize. And the definition of all of these 3 points can be stretched depending on the project you're working on. Meaning that your next portfolio project can be made much faster if you use these methods, starting with objects on your characters like daggers, props, coins, trinkets, and so on. They don't need to be deformed, meaning you don't have to care about the edge flow for animation at all. You only have to hit the correct silhouette and the poly count. And for that, decimation is the way to go. And here's how you do it. Get your high poly model, enter sculpt mode, fix up your resolution, remesh your model. Something like this should be fine. Put in the decimate modifier, reduce it to about 0.1 or even less if you need to, and you're all done. Your low poly model is ready in a matter of seconds. But Ellie, I may hear you ask, how am I gonna UV this? There's no loops here. The geometry is all messy. Well, that's not a problem, and here's how you do it. You go into edit mode, choose the select circle, select the islands you'd want to cut normally on your UVs, go to select, loops, and boundary loop, and just cut your model like you would normally. And just like that, boom! Easy UV map. Just using decimation on the objects that aren't gonna be deformed or animated is gonna save you so much time that you won't know what to do with it. But you may be saying, oh, that's nice, but I still have to retopologize all the animatable parts, right? No. No, you don't. Because what we're gonna use next to cut our retopology time is... And if you're a user of ZBrush, well, you're one lucky motherfucker. Because using this software allows you to create animation-ready meshes in no time. And don't worry if you aren't using ZBrush, I'm about to show several Blender alternatives just in a bit. Now, picture this. Oh my, I have so many pieces of clothing here. I don't know how long will it take for me to retopo them. Boom! Ready in under 10 minutes. Hell yeah! And how do you do that? With this magical thing right here. That's exactly how I created most of this character here. In ZBrush, you get your model, go down to ZRemesher, simply select the value that you want to remesh at. The lower you go, the lower the poly count is gonna be. And once you do that, boom! Easy peasy. You can generally simulate or animate that with no problem. Like, it's so good with characters that have so much clothing like the one I chose. And now, if you're unable to, or simply don't want to, use ZBrush, here's your alternatives for... I've spent hours researching tools and add-ons that allow you to do the same thing that ZRemesher does for ZBrush, and naturally that have the same quality. And now I'm ready to present 5 options that you can use in Blender to achieve the same or similar results. If you like what ZRemesher can do, and you're ready to shed around 60 bucks, you're in luck, because the creator of ZRemesher already has a version of it for Blender, and many other software too. Works exactly in the same way, and this is your best bet if you want time and quality. I personally don't own it, but if it works as written, that's something irreplaceable if you want to save time on retopology. And if you don't happen to want to spend any doubloons, then QRemeshify is here for your service. It's a bit more finicky, it doesn't do as good a job as QuadRemesher does, but it's very solid for a free add-on. You can find it on GitHub for free, you use your high poly again, remesh it like we did before, and then just select your density value. This time, the lower you go, the higher the density is gonna be. This one gave me pretty nice results for higher topo count, but when you go lower, it starts having issues. It's good overall, it's a good tool, and it's free, you can't complain, but objectively, I think ZRemesher does a better job. For our next built-in option, there's Quadriflow Remesh. You just first remesh your model, go in this tab, and just choose your topology count. Again, it's gonna give you alright results. It doesn't respect the flow of the topology too much, but it will still be useful for some objects. Yeah, and it's very quick. Now for the secret tool no one's really talking about, because it's so new. It's made by one guy who even received an Epic Games grant. And you just download it, select your poly count, upload your model, and it does your job for you. I think I'm using it wrong, but that's the lowest I could go. And that seems pretty high poly to me. So what you can do is you can go into Blender, use a Decimate modifier, go into Unsubdivide, and you'll get a pretty decent topology. Now here are the results so you can compare. Here's our high poly mesh, here's ZRemesher, here's the decimated version, QRemeshify, Quadriflow, and AutoRemesher. And now that you know what all of these do, you choose what best fits your needs. Now to sum things up, you decimate your static objects. No one's really gonna tell you no. As for the deforming objects, you can use ZRemesher or a plethora of blended tools. And now that you have a lot more free time on your hands, then how about you watch this video of how I made this whole character and how it almost broke me. But anyways, subscribe, let me know what you think, have a nice one. Bye!